The town of Oruro scratches a living within the Altiplano, the high mountainous region of Bolivia, South America. A mining town, one that has seen more prosperous times. It is an unlikely location for one of the most colorful and spectacular carnivals in the world. This grand event is an annual celebration, one that attracts 1 million people.
It's a face that Bolivia shows to the world.
And brings together hundreds of years of history and dance.
This ceremony is very important in order to keep our traditions.
In a week-long fiesta that is the Carnival de Oruro.
Come to Oruro to see the Carnival!
It has about 120,000 inhabitants, but in Carnival everything changes.
To the first-time visitor, the carnival, believed to date back to the 1780s, could look nothing more than a welcome excuse for exuberant singing, dancing and generous alcohol intake. But in reality, it's a very carefully balanced combination of Spanish and Andean cultures. A reflection of, and indeed in some ways, a battle between Catholic rituals and Andean folklore.
There are different theories about the beginning of the carnival. No one knows which is real. One of them was brought by the Spaniards. They brought statues that represented their god and also the belief of the Virgin. But people here had another different beliefs.
These different beliefs, especially the belief in the power of Mother Earth, or Pachamama, were literally masked by the local population as they were forced into procession by their Spanish rulers. The second, more colorful explanation owes more to Catholic ideology. It is the story of Chiru Chiru. Legend has it that this Robin Hood figure was mortally wounded while stealing from the Spanish. When he was found in a cave by local miners, they saw an image of the Virgin Mary tending to his body.
When they saw the image of the Virgin, they started praying, saying that the Virgin has protected all this time Chiru Chiru from the Spaniards. After that, people, by knowing that the Virgin was protecting the Chiru Chiru, said that they should start dancing as a devils. Then is when the Diablada was born. So the miners started wearing all this disguise of the evils, having this cap from the Spaniards, this kind of small skirt, the boots, the yellow hair that the evils wear during the carnival in their mask symbolize the blonde hair of the Spaniards.
The Diablos are the oldest and most important element of the carnival celebration. They are the main reason the crowds flock to the town. Even though the festival lasts 7 days, it only really comes alive at the weekend, when they take to the streets. The Diablos dance for 2 days. On the Saturday, they proceed along the 4-kilometer procession route to ask for blessings from the Virgin Mary. On the Sunday, they dance purely for spectacle and fun. Javier Kirscher is part of the renowned Juarez Diablos group. They have been preparing for their dance for 4 months, and with the start of the weekend procession in sight, the pressure is beginning to tell.
I've been nervous before to start to dance, okay? For a lot of reasons. Because you never know when you're going to start to dance. You don't know if you're going to have all your costume ready.
And his worries are shared by the rest of the group.
It doesn't matter how many years do you dance, you always are afraid and are nervous.
We have a lot of expectation, a lot of feelings, all kind of feelings. I feel very nervous all the time before the carnival.
I danced in about 6 years ago. but every year I have nervous before the dance.
Muy pesado por el.
All of these things that we are doing is in devotion of the Virgin. All the members of the group we are Catholics, and we expect and we try to arrive in good conditions up until the church in El Socavón.
We don't take off our masks during the dance, so if something happens, it's very, very hard.
As you can imagine, dancing for 4 or 5 hours, having a dress that it's 15 or 20 kilos, and moving and jumping all the time, it's quite physical.
The masks are a hugely important part of the Diablo costume, both in what they represent and how they've developed over the years.
Historically, the masks were very simple in the beginning. The masks were only as a face with horns. But in the last years, we can say that the mask is really big and heavy because they added one thing each year, for example.
This is the mask that we wear to dance for our Mother, our Virgin Mary. The main things are they have big eyes, as you see. They have big horns. The dragon that symbolize the devils.
All these dances represent a fight between the bad and the good things. You see an angel, it's the Archangel Michael, and he leads a group of devils. They represent the constant fight between goodness and the bad.